Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the High School Sports Zone. I am your host, Jake Durant. It feels so good to be back after a challenging year that was 2020. Super excited to get back after it after a bit of a hiatus. Now, before we start talking football, we have a big announcement to make. This season, we are welcoming a new member to the Sports Zone team.
Hi, my name is SCHOENGART. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm so excited to be a part of the High School Sports Zone team this fall. Sports have always been a huge part of my life. I can remember when I was really little, my parents taking me to University of Louisville games, so a lot of my most fond memories, even to this day, are tied back to sports. I'm super excited to be joining the Sports Zone team this year. I've already been able to attend some training camps and meet some of the wonderful coaches and players that make up these teams, so I'm really excited for game time to be able to meet the fans and the people that make up these communities and are truly what make UP football so special. Make sure if you see me out at any of these games or practices, you come and say hi. I would love to chat with you, especially about sports. I'm always down for meeting new people, especially if you have the same love for sports that I do.
All right, welcome aboard, Haley. Good to have you.
Yes, so happy to be here. So honored. Thank you so much. And I'm ready to see some football. I don't know about you all.
Oh, definitely, especially after last year and everything that happened in 2020. And I promise you guys, Haley is going to be a really key member to this team. She's going to just take this show to the next level. So excited to see how this season goes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. It's going to be great.
So let's kick off the team previews with the team in our backyard, and that is Marquette.
Okay, now are we just doing Marquette because they're maybe 2 miles down the road, or is it because you have a personal tie to Marquette? I mean, you played football for them, I think it was like forever ago.
I wouldn't necessarily say forever ago. It was a few years ago, but it wasn't that long ago.
I don't know, Jake. I mean, MySpace was the most popular app at that time. I know MySpace was popular when I was in elementary school. I was not allowed to have a MySpace, so that was quite a minute ago. I'm 22 now.
Well, first of all, I will say I do think MySpace was super underrated. I do think it, to this day, it's the best social media app. The customization features were far better than anything we see today, so I don't really want to hear that. And if you keep it up, you're going to be knocked out of my top 8. So if you know, you know out there. Everyone knows about MySpace.
Whatever that means. The Marquette Redmen did not let the 2020 year stand in their way. They had one of their best seasons yet. Quite honestly, might be their best season in school history.
And Marquette returns key players in key positions, and they have their eyes set on some new hardware.
The Marquette Redmen entered uncharted territory in 2020, winning 2 playoff games before being defeated by Muskegon. It was the first time Marquette played in the 3rd round of the postseason in school history.
It's a great class that we lost that went and graduated last year. We had some very dynamic kids. We didn't have a lot. I mean, we only had 12 seniors last year. But those kids that were, those 12, were very effective, and we're going to miss them.
Marquette will reload after losing big names such as Cameron Karp, Brady Wright, and Ty Lauderman. But the cabinet is not completely bare. They returned 3 players who earned All-State honors last season.
I mean, on paper, we have a very good group. Like I tell the guys, paper's, you know, wrinkle it up, throw it away, burn it, whatever you want to do. It's not any good. It's what you do from there.
Austin Riddle returns under center for his 3rd season as the starting quarterback. He has lofty goals for himself in the offense.
Personally, my goals are like have more touchdowns than I've had both my first 2 years. Not too many interceptions, you know what I mean? I'm scoring a lot of points, trying to put up at least 30 points every game. I think that's putting us in a good spot to win each game if we can do that. Not having any like offensive breakdowns. I can't be making too many mistakes, so just trying to be consistent, make good plays.
Riddle will once again have a plethora of weapons, including senior wide receiver Justin Jermu. Jermu spent part of the summer at the FBU Top Gun Showcase in Naples, Florida, competing against some of the top talents in the nation.
Yeah, it gave me a lot of confidence, especially going against like those kids, and I stacked up pretty well against them. So just to do something like that against other kids that have a lot of, like, I guess, fame behind their name, it gave me a lot of confidence, and it's definitely going to carry over to this season. For the Redmen players, they have their eyes set on a district title after falling just short last season.
We came in this spring, and we had a meeting, and I was kind of like a player meeting that we set up, the captains, and we kind of all talked. I told the team, I said, we got to make some goals, because writing them down on paper and the board and seeing them helps us succeed a lot more. And I mean, we've matched up with Muskegon the last 2 years. We're going to have to go through them eventually, and I think a really good goal is trying to win a district championship this year and bring some hardware home for football to Marquette.
The road to another conference title and a district title won't be easy for Marquette. The Great Northern Conference is loaded with talented teams that have their eyes set on the GNC crown.
Now, one of those teams is Kingsford. The Flivers, they flew under the radar last season, but they're not keeping quiet in 2021.
We talked last year, we told our guys we were the best kept secret in UP, and that secret's out now.
Kingsford will be a team to watch this upcoming season. They return a wealth of knowledge with 15 starters coming back from last year's team.
You know, Lucas Tappy obviously stands at one. He's a 3-year starter for us. Matthew Wilson, another one. Marcus Doucette, Alistair Johnson. All those guys are back for us. Luca Rizzo. All those guys are back for us, and they're just fantastic players, and even more so, they're just great people. We've got some really good running backs with Diego Preslakowski and Toby Wilcox and Cole Milla. Another one we're going to see in the backfield, Brody Kopp, fantastic. You know, and again, our offensive line, we were really high on those guys. They're all pretty much back from last year.
The offensive line will look to protect quarterback MENEGUZZO. He returns under center and is not taking this opportunity for granted.
It means the world to me. I mean, I remember growing up since 5th grade dreaming of being the Kingsford football quarterback. And, you know, again, to do that opportunity now is just awesome, and I love it every second of it.
And MENEGUZZO will have an elite target to throw to in Zach Person. Person transferred to Kingsford last season and averaged 14.4 yards per catch with 5 touchdowns. He was named to the All-GNC team and a second-team All-State selection last season.
I transferred here 2 weeks into the season, and I was a little bit nervous, but I really felt a part of the Fliver family. Everyone's been great. Coach NOVARA, quarterback Michael, and we're really excited for the 21 season.
Yeah, you know, Zach, he's a hard worker. You know, he leads by example. He's always in the weight room. He always just texts me, come catch, come throw, you know what I mean?
Got here with us last year, and it's like he's been here his whole life. Just a fantastic person, great family. We're just excited to have him.
On the other side of the ball, the Flivers welcome back Chris Hofer to the sidelines. Hofer retired back in 2019 after spending over 3 decades at Kingsford as the head coach.
I was able to coach under Coach Hofer for a long time, so that really is really helpful. In fact, we even got him back this year with us running our defense, so we're really excited about that.
Kingsford kicks off their season at home against Green Bay East on this Friday. They're excited to welcome back Fliver Nation to the stands.
If you've ever been to one of our games, the band is fantastic. It's just it's a different experience, I think, than anywhere else around here. And we're just looking forward for that.
Like that whole culture, you know, the Fliver Nation, you know, they do a great job coming out every week, supporting our football team, and we're already feeling the buzz from the community, and I'm just so excited. I've been growing up here my whole life, so it's awesome.